Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Retro and Rare podcast episode for a tardy Tuesday. Now, Doyle, would you have any fucking idea why I would say tardy Tuesday?
Because we never usually record on Tuesdays.
Yeah. No. Do you know what
was a
tardy,
late alert.
Do you know what tardy means? Well, let me just, yeah. I know you know what it means. You're fucking late again. And we have previous engagements at 3 o'clock. You're supposed to be here at 12:30. It is now 1:19 or 1:17. Unacceptable situation.
I came speeding.
And if I were paying you for this, I wouldn't pay you. But since I'm not, I guess I can't really say anything. But you're an asshole. And then you could tell the other people that we're meeting with that does involve money that we're late because you're an idiot.
We'll be fine. Do I get the merits?
No, you're going to show up there in a fucking Zelda hat and a Zelda shirt with those same Son of Mars Jordans that I sold you 8 years ago, and you've never cleaned them, and they look like hell.
I need to get the glass box
Yes,
that your girl got.
yes, thank you. Shout out to J-Lo, who purchased me some sneaker containers for my past birthday. Now, speaking of which, I'll give you a little bit of credit, considering you did buy me a nice birthday gift here. The Wu-Tang vinyl is from Doyle. It's a belated birthday gift. He fucked with me and told me he got me some Pikachu shit the other day. I don't know what that was about. But this, however, is very nice. Now, if people ask, you didn't even know, is it a real piece of vinyl and does it functionally work? Of course it does. It's a 45 size, so you got to put the adapter in there, and then you're fine. It'll work just fine. You can listen to Cash Rules, everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Classic. So I do thank you for that. You're still an asshole. You're just slightly less of an asshole. This, however, I don't know how to explain. I woke up in a funny mood today and decided to put Friday 13th, Jason's hockey mask on a bus store ahead of Thanos. I don't know. Now,
Happy mask of the day.
let's get to the controversial. Is it Thanos? What is it? What do you say?
It's Thanos, right?
Yeah, Thanos is what I say.
What?
Thanos. Is it Thanos?
Damn, they say it in the movie.
Yeah, I know, and I can't think of it right now. But fuck the movie. They're wrong half the time anyway. Excuse me. Speaking of movies, I get to the movie review of the week here, random shit that I watch. But I've been watching a lot of Alien again. I've been re-going into Alien. Me and the girlfriend watching Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, which people hate, I love. Your homeboy in the wheelchair, Ripley. I love that little guy.
That's where they swim, too.
I think it's a great movie. I can't believe that people hate on. I understand it was completely different and a little ridiculous or whatever, but then I watched Alien vs. Predator, the first one, and I forgot I liked that movie a lot. I thought it was cool. It's a little cheesy, a little here and there, but it's a good movie. And you could tell the soundtrack is correct. It's got some Predator, like OG Predator vibes in that soundtrack. How many Alien vs. Predator movies have they made?
I think 2.
2? Because then there's the other one called Predators with a plural, which I also like. But that has nothing to do with Alien. I don't think aliens are in that one. I don't know. Anyway, we are recording in the middle of the day today. Why don't you give the weather report today?
All right, so we got 69, real feel 72.
It is brisk, slightly brisk.
Tonight, which we usually record tonight. What the hell?
We have previous engagements.
Oh, my God. Well, tonight's going to be like 46.
No. Does it really say that? 46 is cold. I'm going to have to talk to the manager. I can't do 46. You keep it in the high 50s max here. What's going on? 46, we're really getting into some... I mean, December's right here, right? It's right around the corner. Had a nice Thanksgiving. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving, Doyle? Did you do anything?
Yeah, it was good.
You just...
We got to eat dinner.
Family at the house. I went to my family's house over here. It was nice. They just got a brand new home, and it's unfucking believable. There's secret rooms in the home, like bookshelves that you move. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Like Bruce Wayne shit?
Yes, 100%. And it's and they've been building this house for years now because COVID fucked it up, and it made it. This is beautiful. This is unbelievable, and it's really inspiring and dope. And congratulations to them. And I had a great Thanksgiving dinner.
Why don't you just stay over there?
I think I just might. I mean, me and the girlfriend could just move in there. She came with me. She loved it too, of course. Secret rooms, recording studio, basketball court, fucking basketball court. Now, I'm going to be honest. I shot a basketball for the first time. Now, my cousin Rob, He's shooting the ball. That's all he does. That's why he has a basketball court in his backyard. And I haven't shot a ball in a while. Although left-handed, still good form. My field goal percentage was not so good. But I wasn't there for basketball. I was there for food and family atmosphere, which I got. And it was great. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to get to some topic suggestions. We're back in the daytime feel. I like the daytime. Here's the thing. I only started recording at night. A few of you guys like the nighttime vibe, the reflection of the games in the window, all the shit like that, right? It was just an excuse for Doyle to show up way past when he should be here, because then we have to edit the show and upload the show. Well, the show doesn't upload until like 4 in the morning, and no one's watching the show at 4 in the fucking morning. We should be doing this earlier, and I like to do it the same day. So it's Tuesday today, a tardy Tuesday. We're going to upload it Tuesday. Should be available 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe. But certainly in the same day. So we just switched it up. Now, we had a discussion last night, me, you, and the girlfriend. We were doing another podcast, which I announced on the last podcast. I talked about it a little, and then I mentioned it on my Instagram. Now, people on Instagram felt like I'm just going to completely cancel this show. Is that what's going on? No, we're still doing this show. We're just doing another show. It's going to be a little different. It's going to be funny. It's going to have a different vibe. We're not recording it in here. We'll record it in there. We got some cool ideas for shit. I don't know. Should we tell them details, Doyle? Or just...
I mean, you could give an intro to it because it's going to be exclusive, right?
Yeah, we're going to do it on Patreon, by the way. So we're really going to start the Patreon page, and we're really going to do more content, exclusive content. And I really think it's going to be dope.
People want Doyle content, though.
They want Doyle. Maybe they'll get some Doyle content.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, though.
Well, it doesn't matter. If the people want it, you got to give it to them. It's kind of a contract of life. So.
We can do Pokemon pack openings.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people really care about that. I didn't take a Pokemon set out today to open. I went light on the trinkets. Different vibe of the show. We get right into it. But anyway, I think in the next 2 weeks for sure, we'll have an episode uploaded of the new one. We just got to, start the Patreon page, register, do all that stuff, and then we're going to upload it right there. And we'll link that in this on YouTube, maybe the next episode. And we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Wait, what's the episode?
What?
What is it? I mean, what is it, though?
Did we not have a 2-hour conversation about it last night? And this is why,
but the people want to know.
Between you and my girlfriend, the reason you two get along so well is you guys are both disorganized. Okay? She's already not... We were supposed to do it today. She's already out on that. And now she's going to be mad when she watches this. We were all hyped up last night. I knew it was going to happen. Just like you show up late, she changes her mind 1,000 times. So now we're going to do it next week at some point. It's already hard enough to coordinate to get you here. It's actually like you're coming from Australia every time. I'm getting aggravated already. But here's the thing. We really are going to start the show. It's going to happen. We did have a good conversation about it last night. We had some great ideas. We just have to execute them. We cannot just leave them in the universe. We have to bring them down here.
Do people know what it's about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I really... I mentioned it last time. I don't know if I want to get into it too much. I think I just want to surprise people.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a different vibe for sure. It's going to involve a lot of fuckery. And it's not going to be this. This is basically... We may do topic suggestion-based things here and there, but we're definitely providing extra content that we're putting out. We're making that whole thing. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it. I was just thinking, I don't want to ruin it. It'll be fun to just surprise people and say, hey, look, if you want to check this out and you want to support us, do it. If not, it's all good. Don't matter. So before we get into topics, Doyle, is there any wisdom you'd like to impart on people? Because you've been doing such a good job on that segment. Every time I bring it up, you always have something great to say. So what about today?
Well, people have been inspiring me lately. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, we got at 24K Golden.
Now hold on, Doyle. Let's bring it back so I just asked you to impart wisdom on people before we get to topics.
That's what I'm saying. People have been inspiring me. That's the
it sounds like you're reading somebody's name so you could read.
No, I want to give them credit.
Okay, so you're not imparting wisdom. You're just reading topics.
Well, this is passed on wisdom.
Okay, I get it now.
Gratitude, be thankful.
Yeah, I don't understand what that.
For opportunities, big or small, it could be opportunities or small, like baby shoes.
Yeah. Okay, Doyle, you make no sense whatsoever.
Be thankful.
But that's somebody. What, somebody wrote that to you? I don't even understand what you just read. You just read what? What did you read?
Words of wisdom.
From where?
What do you mean? That's what.
You're supposed
24K.
to. You're supposed to come out with something. I never asked anybody to send you words of
okay.
wisdom. Yeah.
All right, so don't even give the credit if somebody inspired you.
Yeah, no. It's over. You fucked that up again. But this is the point of it. It's why I bring it up every week to show people that you're consistently stupid. And you know what? Some people think it's a little harsh.
You're not thankful, bro.
Some people think it's a little harsh. I'm here to just give you the reality. I give it to you. Here's the reality. People saw it. They know what's up. Now you could read topic suggestions. Go ahead. Thank you.
All right, so we got topics.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? All right, so we got Jet Set Heat.
Okay.
What's your favorite color out of the Fantastic N64 series?
Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Bachestis and Mr. Roll. What song is that? Smooth, just like a silk cat.
Ziggy Marley.
No. That would be Shaggy, Mr. Boombastic. Very fantastic. Bro, I love that. That's a really good song. Now, Shaggy came out with the other pop shit. It wasn't me and all that shit. No, Mr. Boombastic was fire. Anyway, the Fantastic N64 colors. I don't know. You know what's so funny? I never got into like the jungle green, atomic purple. Except for the controllers. I did have a lot of the controllers, and I did respect the Toys R Us gold Nintendo 64. Other than that, though, I like the black OG with the gray card thing. I don't know. Extreme green is dope. What else did they have? Watermelon, right? What was the blue one called? They have extreme green. I believe it's atomic purple. They had the gold. They had a watermelon. And, I had the Nintendo Power 100, but it was gold. That's just a gold one, too. But I think, was Nintendo the first 64, the first console to come out with multiples of the same console? Like, they had the mini Super Nintendo, the regular size, but those are like the same system, color-wise. I think N64 was the first people to do that, right? First system to do that. Right? I mean, because PS1, you can get the Net Urazi or Ura, whatever it's called, in matte black.
You wouldn't collect them all?
No, I was never into them. I never really. And so, I know that there's Toys R Us exclusive. Was there any other exclusive 64s? No, right?
I think Brad tried to sell you the lime green one. That was a good one. CIB.
But that was isn't that called Extreme Green? There is two greens. I forget the name of the other green. I don't remember.
Nah, let me check them out.
But anyway, no, you don't have to look it up. That's fine. I just, but I fuck with the color ones. Just I didn't collect them as much. Only the controllers. I had a few. Extreme Green. That's it.
CIB?
No, not C. I don't. The controllers CIB. Some people still have those controllers sealed, which is kind of cool. But then you get them graded, and it's like, what are we doing here? You know what? I had a lot of the controllers, 64 controllers modded with the GameCube thumbstick, so the 64 one wouldn't get all fucked up. And a lot of people claim to have issues with that, or there's latency issues. I never had an issue with mine. Brad at the game store back in the day did it for me, and the shit was fine.
Oh, Jungle Green.
Oh, Jungle Green. That was and that was with DK64, right?
Yeah, you got grape, purple, orange.
Grape. No, I didn't know about the orange.
They got the red one.
And then they had the Donkey Kong 64 banana controller slipcase. Remember that? It was in the shape of a banana and went over the controller.
You had the Nintendo Power one, right?
Yeah, I had the Nintendo Power. But the banana thing is kind of rare, though. It goes for a decent penny, just considering it's a slip cover for a controller. Kind of awkward and weird. But it's for DK64, so I get it. All right, next topic. That was good. It was cool. 64 is underrated, I think.
All right, so we got Ragnagram again. Top 5 game soundtracks.
And we always get into the argument with the game soundtrack thing because you use it like Tony Hawk, but Tony Hawk didn't have like originals. It was just awesome songs from the 90s that they put onto one soundtrack. Like Final Fantasy has an original soundtrack. Metal Gear is an original soundtrack.
Vice City?
But that's not original. Those are like 80s pop songs that they put into the game. So like to me, I always say Gran Turismo has the best soundtracks of all time. If you go through Gran Turismo and you look at all of the dope ass music, I understand it's kind of jazzy, smooth, low key. I love that shit. But most of the Gran Turismo soundtracks, from the first to the sixth game, or even the seventh, which is Gran Turismo Sport, even though they're calling Gran Turismo 7, but there's really 8 games. Anyway, most of those are original music composed specifically for the game. And in my estimation, the credit should be given to original soundtracks only. What do you like? Like Secret of Mana, good soundtrack.
Chrono
Trigger, good soundtrack.
Castlevanias, of course.
You know I like Donkey Kong Country because of that song. Little people don't remember that I did a freestyle over the beat. What was the level? What level of it, man? It's killing me. And it was Donkey Kong Country 2, I think. Remember I did that freestyle over it?
Damn, yeah. It was like
got a lot of money on a
Vines.
Sunday. I said, got a lot of money on a Sunday. Woke up, thank God, on a Monday. I don't know. It was melodic. It was weird, but I think I was the first one to do that. And we didn't even fuck with the drums or nothing. That shit was just the beat from the actual 16-bit sound. I should release that. That was 10 years ago at least.
That could be the new intro.
Dude, we could use. Yeah, we got to make an intro again. Oh, we definitely got to make an intro for the new show, for sure. Because that's premium content. We got to provide the premium content. Anyway, do you have any famous or favorite soundtracks? I'm assuming Zelda Ocarina of Time's in there for you.
Yeah, of course. And Majora's.
Majora's Mask, yeah.
Pretty much all Zelda soundtracks.
Yeah, Zelda's pretty. I mean, the OG Zelda. You know, the OG Zelda theme to me is unbelievable.
What about the fighting games? Those were always good.
What, Marvel vs. Capcom 2? I'm gonna take it for a ride. I don't know. Does that song suck or is it just nostalgia? Like you like it? I mean, I don't know. Is it actually good? I don't know, but I'll take it. And you're right. There are some pretty epic songs that are in fighting games. You know, Street Fighter soundtrack. You know, we take for granted how dope the original Street Fighter theme is. Like, that shit is fire, bro. And even some of the character songs, you know, Chun-Li's little theme. Like, there's a couple of dope in there. I didn't think about fighting games as good soundtracks, but yeah. Yeah. But I don't take into account the shit where they just take the most popular songs that are already out by famous artists and throw it on. It's a compilation album at that point. It's not an original soundtrack. All right, that's cool. Next topic. What do we got?
All right, so this is a good one. Stevie Meister.
Okay.
Hidden gem spots in Florida, stores, parks, and restaurants.
I feel like there is a lot. I feel like I haven't explored outside of the immediate area enough. I mean, I go, you know, I might take an hour trip here or there. But I kind of stopped for a minute. I'm looking to get back out there. Because I went ham. I was going real ham 7 days a week, thrifting random spots. And then I chilled out for a while. I'm looking to get back into it. And there are a bunch of mom and pop thrift stores that I like. And, you know, because there's the corporate, you know, what a Goodwill or Salvation Army. You know, they're still good and there's still good stuff there. But I like going to the real hole in the wall, you know, old lady at the desk, you know, thrift store. They're scarce, but they're around. And Florida's got a lot of old shit. Florida, I feel like there's a lot of thrifty materials around for people, you know, to search and find shit for. I mean, my true honey holes, I can't disclose the locations of. I don't want to show my hand here. I do got a few places that are generally home runs every time I go, but I try to respect it, let the cycle refresh in those places, and then I hit them again, and usually I come out with something cool. And lately, I got more broad of an eye, meaning I'm looking for different shit than I'm normally looking for. You got to switch that up when you go searching for stuff. If you're too much focused on, I'm looking for, you know, video games only or vintage T-shirts only, like you gotta open up, man. Open up the third eye. Open your mind, Quaid. I'm always gonna sneak that reference in there. Anytime I think about thinking differently or something. But restaurants. You know, there's quite a few really good restaurants here that I like in Orlando that are right downtown that are in walking distance. I mean, there's basically everything in walking distance here, but there's a steakhouse right down the street called Kress, Kres. Phenomenal. More of an upscale, nicer, it's something where, you know, it's not like Applebee's or something like that. But there's a lot of good eateries around here. There's small hole-in-the-wall places that are dope, too. I think every city kind of has that. I'm still trying to wean myself off my Uber Eats addiction. It's getting... And then I got the girlfriend on it, too. So, you know, see, because the girlfriend cooks, man. So she makes, you know... She made like lobster and shrimp and shit the other night. She claims that she fucked it up. I thought it was pretty good. She just makes too much food. But she cooks really well, and sometimes I realize, damn, we just spent all this money to order a fucking cheeseburger from this place. We could sit at home and cook and make a feast out of it. So, I have no willpower whatsoever at home. If I'm by myself, bro, and I'm just hungry, fucking whether I smoke or whatever, I'm like, I gotta order something. And there's too many goddamn choices around here. Everything's within 10 to 15 minutes. Although, I have gotten fucked over on Uber Eats quite a few times. And I feel like you just gotta take the L. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, I've ordered food, and then it says it's delivered, and I never got it. What do you do? So you would say you would call the driver. They don't answer. So you call some random number for Uber Eats. They're just automated systems. So now it's 12 at night, and I'm high, and I'm really hungry. Now what do? Go downstairs to Dollar General, get some Sour Patch Kids and beef jerky, and call it a night? I mean, fuck, bro. That's not a healthy decision at all. Oh, neither was the cheeseburger that I ordered, but I mean... I like that they have the Dollar General downstairs, which is it's literally a bougie Dollar General. It's literally called Dollar General X Orlando. Like, they did a collab. And I mean, it's the nicest. Would you not agree it's the nicest Dollar General you've ever been in?
Yeah, it's clean.
You told me about that. It took me 3 months of living here before I was like, all right, let me check it out. And they got everything in there. They even sell good wine in there. They have like $35 bottles of wine in there, which they're pretty good. It's just convenient. And it's right next door to Michael Jordan's son's new trophy room. Literally, right next door. I don't know. Kind of mashing up the worlds down there.
You never give me credit.
What?
I put you onto that.
Oh, to Dollar General, yeah. Yeah. It's coming quite handy every once in a while. But the problem with those places is I do like the pseudo food shopping there, which I shouldn't do. It's actually more expensive. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll just do something to get me over till tomorrow, and then I'll go to Publix and be a real human being and go food shopping, and then it never happens. I was like, all right, just give me 3 bottles of water, give me some of this, and then, yeah, it's not good. But these are my own problems that people don't need to hear about. This is not, none of their concern. But anyway, all right, give me another topic. Well, the other topic was...
You got the gem behind you, Lake Eola. We can zoom in.
Okay, I guess the other guy wanted to know about some... I don't think it's a hidden gem, though. It's a giant lake that's famous in Orlando. That, you know, I was committed at one point. I remember I was doing my exercise thing every day, and then I got COVID. That was bad. The same week that I was like going in G.I. Joe style, Sylvester Stallone, Schwarzenegger, I was being like all about it. Joe Rogan, the fucking kettlebells, and then I got sick. It's not an excuse. I should get back on my game. But anyway, other hidden gems. Downtown Winter Park, you know, Park Avenue is my favorite place to go. Beautiful shops, beautiful restaurants. You go there with a significant other. You can go there by yourself. You take a walk down there. It's just very well groomed. It's very nice. Park Avenue, Winter Park. Next topic.
All right, so we got JB Dougie's.
Yep, appreciate it.
He said when he was watching the podcast, there was a Bitcoin commercial.
Oh, there's ads, the Bitcoin.
Are you supporting that?
We're not.
And where's my cut?
Well, first of all, we have not monetized the YouTube channel. I think that means they can put whatever ads they want. If they'd like to put ads for big dildos, they can do that. Now, I don't know if YouTube does that. Now, the reason I don't know they do that, I personally subscribe to YouTube Premium. This is not an ad for YouTube Premium, but I love YouTube Premium because I don't like ads, and I watch enough of YouTube. My car shows, I go ham. My boy Dennis, Jay Leto. But I like Dennis Collins as well, which was a friend of Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey Garage. Dennis Collins is somebody I've been watching a lot lately. He has a great channel. But the Bitcoin ad, I don't know. I mean, hey, Bitcoin's going to advertise, right? They got to get their product out there. I haven't gotten any letters about ads or anything like that, so you might see some ads, unless you subscribe to YouTube Premium, which we don't get a cut of. So, but, you know, Patreon... I don't know what kind of ads happen when you pay for a Patreon subscription. I don't know. I'm assuming there's some ads in there, but we might have a couple of smaller sponsors, gaming sponsors, gaming accessory sponsors and stuff like that coming up on this podcast. On the other podcast, the Patreon one, because of the content, we're going to have a little bit different of a sponsorship game. I can already tell. And the girlfriend is going to handle a lot of that because she's in that industry. She's in that world. She knows some people with that, and we'll work all that out. But it'll be good. So anyway, Bitcoin ads, you might see one in the next 5 seconds here pop up on your video, and then we'll be right back.
Well, we want to work on popping up like images, right?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that last night, yeah. We're going to incorporate this is when the editing gets serious, though. This is when you have to be live. You know, if I say, hey, pull up what's the result of the War of 1812, we got to have the little screen bottom right corner so that people could see what we're talking about, a little bit of visual stimulation other than my stupid face. We can work on that. I like the simplicity of the show, but the show needs to evolve, and we need to get in, you know. And I think what's going to happen is when we do the new show, we're going to get ideas and inspiration, and we can incorporate a little bit into here. That way it keeps everything fresh. Next topic.
All right, so we got Max Husen.
Okay.
He has an interesting question here. If you made it as an MC, would you low-key be like MF Doom or Oliver Hope?
Hope.
Well, that was your quote, right?
What?
The Hove quote? What was it?
Born in 84, but I'm like 97 Hope.
No. In your yearbook, I think.
Oh, in my yearbook, yeah. My senior quote was, I've been spending hundreds since they had small faces. Now, both at the time, my girlfriend at the time and my mother wanted to kill me for that. Also, I was camera shy in my yearbook. There's no photo of me. So there's just a black thing. Yeah, there's just like a black thing. And then it says, I've been spending hundreds since they had small faces. And then my name. You know what? In retrospect, now, it doesn't matter. It's just, you know, because it's funny. Like the guy before me had some quote about, you know, the eagles soar high and the hearts of people will live on forever.
See, that's words of wisdom.
Yeah, words of wisdom. Mine was a Jay-Z line from a Jermaine Dupri track. I like that video. That was a good video. They had solid Porsches in that video. Nice Ferrari 355. These were different vehicles than normally used. I appreciate it.
Wait, who was driving which one?
Jay-Z was driving a silver Porsche. But you know, that year Porsche though, it's hated on by the Porsche people because of the headlights. So the headlights are connected instead of two separate ones. People don't like that specific Porsche. Now the Ferrari 355, low horsepower, still a quality car. Jermaine Dupri had a couple of promiscuous women in the back of that. I believe they were popping champagne, screaming money in a thing. Now, I got the quote from my yearbook from that, and I'm fine. Now, this person, let's get to their question, which was, I would be more MF Doomish. I would be more low-key. Maybe I like the mask thing, although I feel like you're copying MF Doom at that point. But I wouldn't be. I think he was trying to say, would I be like Hove, like more out there and bigger? I don't know. I like the low-key scene. I like the underground scene better. You know, that way your actual art and your actual music is because then it becomes WWF after a while. These rappers, they get really extravagant and crazy, especially back then. But Doom always stayed like underground. But he also had a big following, but the big following kind of just knew that, yeah, this is the way it is. It was kind of cool. Although my favorite artist now, basically, which is West Side Gun, he's a little extravagant. He got all kind of, actually, I don't know why, I was talking to the girlfriend about, have you ever seen West Side Gun's pendant, the MF Doom? Because him and MF Doom did music and stuff. But it's West Side Gun wearing the MF Doom mask, and it's all diamonds and but it's giant. It's like that big. It's sick. It's like a literal piece of art. Oh, and then by the way, we're going to Miami, Doyle, on December 4th for Art Basel in Miami. West Side Gun's gonna be there, and he made all that dope Miami threads, all those pieces of clothing, custom made. I showed you the Dolphins jacket. Would you wear that?
Yeah, it's on.
You don't like it? You're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, man.
It's like a Don.
He's from New York, isn't he? What's he doing repping the Dolphins?
Buffalo. His name's Wes, but he's from the East.
He should go for Buffalo Bills then.
He did that, but Art Basil's in Miami. You know, come on. I don't know. It's too short of a notice. I don't even know how that works. You got to get tickets. I've never been there before. It kind of seems cool though, because I'm into the art scene and shit. I like all that shit. I think it just becomes like a fucking club of some sort though, more than it is an art exhibit. People go to brunch and get fucked up. I guess I could do that. Would you do that, Doyle? You could dress just how you dress now.
Oh, I'm dressed good?
No.
Oh.
It was sarcasm. Good sarcasm, because I made you think that you were actually dressed good. That's word to the tiger on my Kenzo. I found this at a Salvation Army for $3. Vintage Kenzo. That Salvation Army is now closed. You know the one I'm talking about. It didn't make it through COVID. And that was the honey hole. That's where I found the... what the fuck? What's the boxer? I can't believe his name is slipping my mind right now. The rap style tee I found. I can't believe I'm forgetting. Felix Trinidad. Damn it, I can't believe I was forgetting his name. The Felix Trinidad shirt I found at that same Salvation Army. That was the best spot. That was my favorite spot. And that place closed. I was so pissed, bro. I would always find just something amazing there. I don't even know where there's another Salvation Army. I feel like they're more spread apart than the Goodwills. That's okay. I'm gonna Google Salvation Army. I haven't been to one in a long time. That means I'm gonna hit. It'll be good. Still going off the racks. I'm staying away from the bins. That's what I'm doing. All right, give me another topic.
All right, so we got PVT tacos. You played the Halo Infinite multiplayer.
No, but let me tell you, I've been watching a lot of the Halo shit online, and man, I want to get back into Halo like that. They got I believe the anniversary for Halo 3 was just the other day. Not that it's that exciting news, I just noticed it. But man, Halo multiplayer. So first of all, when Halo came out on Xbox, I played the most non-stop LAN parties, OG LAN parties ever. We'd go to my friend's house every Friday, and we would completely set up his house with, I think it was 6 systems, and we'd run the Cat 5 or whatever it was back then, Cat 3, Ethernet through the entire house, up the stairs, over couches, over kitchen tables, big CRT TVs we carry into each room. And man, we would just go all night, bro. It was the funnest thing in the world. Halo LAN parties were probably some of my favorite gaming memories of all time. And then Halo 2 came out. And Halo 2 came out. At that time, me and all my idiot friends spent all our money on installing TVs in our cars. So I had like the Panasonic in-dash flip out. I had a Dreamcast and an Xbox in my car. And then we would link the systems. We'd go to Phil's Pizza, and we'd park in front of Phil's Pizza at night, and we'd run Ethernet cables through each of the fucking cars, 4 cars, and we would play LAN parties in the parking lot. Leave the cars on, ice cold all night, just fucking sit there, put the heaters on. Once again, some of the best shit ever. And the fact that we were doing that was amazing. And we actually did that when there was the power outage in New York as well. That was awesome. It was in the summertime, but we met up at that parking lot. Yo, that was crazy. Because when that blackout, what was happening, we all instinctively just met up at that parking lot. We may or may not have siphoned gas from other people's cars in the neighborhood. That was kind of fucked up.
What does that mean?
Well, you go and because all the gas stations were closed. I mean, they didn't operate. There was no electric in the entire 50, 100-mile radius. And that's when people started panicking a little and realized, well, the gas that they have in their car is the gas they have in their car until we fix this. So we met up in that parking lot, and then we all decided, like, some of us had a half tank, quarter tank. No one really had a full tank. We knew we were going to chill outside all night. We're going to run the AC all night. And we went to the local neighborhood and a little bit outer skirts, and you take a hose and you blow in a hose when you put it in someone's gas tank, and it makes the air, like, push the gas out, and then we'd fill it with the little red containers. And scumbag activity, I guess, thinking about it now. But it worked, and we got multiple gallons of gas and multiple things. And it worked. We all had a full tank at the end of the night, and we had a good night. We played some video games. I remember playing NBA 2K in there, in my Cadillac, the Dreamcast.
People probably woke up and noticed.
Bob Cousy for 3. Yeah, people woke up and there's no gas. Some lady had to go to work. But then again, why would you go to work? It was a blackout. Now, I didn't have power for 4 days. I remember the people across the street had power. Like, that side of the grid was on. And I'm like, what the fuck? No air condition, no nothing. August, Long Island summer. I know people go through worse atrocities, but it was pretty bad. Anyway, I don't even. What the fuck was the topic? I don't
It
even
was
remember.
Halo.
Oh, okay. Because I was talking about LAN parties. Anyway, I haven't played Infinite online at all. I'm looking to get a Series X and the new Halo. That's kind of what I want. I'm waiting for that. So if I ever get one for retail, I'll buy it. Now the holiday season's upon us, but I still don't know exactly what we'll be getting there as far as stock's concerned.
Well, a lot of these companies, you have to have the membership to buy it.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's like GameStop has that, right? That's a scumbag thing. I mean, that's a really shitty. So you're telling me I have to pay for a membership to get the opportunity to possibly buy it when it comes out of retail? Like, it's not even guaranteed. It's like, hey, you're at least closer to the front of the line. Is that what we're saying? I don't get it, though. What if everyone buys the membership? Then I'm just as in a bad position as people that didn't. But I'm paying you X amount of dollars a month? I don't even understand.
Well, it reduces the scalper people.
Right. I guess in a certain way, that's the corporate way of getting involved in scalping. Because they know they can't get it. A random GameStop in Orlando can't get the system and go, you know what? They're hard to get, so they're 700. But, they had 100 people in that store over the last 3 months pay $5 to $10 a month to be on a list. Because essentially that's what you're doing, right? I'm not crazy. You're paying money to be on a list to get the opportunity to purchase one.
Yeah.
But but there's no guarantees. So I might pay $10 a month for the next 5 months. It never pops up. And even if it does, I still don't get one. I don't know. I gotta find out the details, or the deets, as the kids say. I don't, that sounds a little sketchy to me.
Well, if you don't have the membership, you can't buy it at all.
Oh, they won't even let you, even if I walked in the store and I'm like, got here just in time. I see there's one left on the shelf. Oh, you're not a member, sir. It looks like you're not going to be able to purchase it. Yeah, but is that reserved? Well, no, it's not reserved. Well, then why can't I? I would do legal loophole. I would become legal loophole Larry on that one.
Well, that's what you just sign up for the membership and you buy it.
No, I'm fighting the revolution, bro. I'm not giving them more money for something that it should be first come, first serve. I mean, and by the way, what do you think? The scalpers, of course, they're signed up for that. Who cares? They're $10 a month. They're charging $1,000 for the system. They'll pay the $10 a month. So I bet you all those motherfuckers are scalpers anyway. Hey, how about this? Let's cut the bullshit out and let's make a priority to make as many as these systems. This is what I never understood about this. I know COVID happened. I know there were chain supply issues. There's chip shortages. I think there's something going on with cars now with the chip shortage. Something about a chip, meaning the ECUs of cars for new cars are harder to get. So I don't know what's going on here. But I think a lot of it is bullshit, especially in the gaming side of things. These companies, this isn't the first systems that ever got released. They understand that a lot of times during launch, the demand is higher than the supply. I happen to think that 90% of that is bullshit to drive hype and craziness within the genre of whatever system is getting released at the time. You can't tell me the bean counters at Sony don't realize if we manufactured 5 million consoles before launch, they would sell out instantly. They would sell as many as they can make for the next 5 years. So crank up the fucking lever in the fucking factory there and just make enough that no matter what, you can go to any retail store and go grab a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox off the fucking shelf. This isn't the first Xbox or PlayStation that's been released, or even Nintendo, right? The Switch has issues all the time with stock, right?
Not as much as PS5 or Xbox.
Well, no, I know, but I they claim because of the chipset and it's more technical, and I give them a little bit. All I know is they know as a company that they should be able to it's just stupid, bro. And look, a lot of people probably say, you don't know what you're talking about, man. It costs more money to make those chips, and then they got to send them out, and then they don't have the people in supply chains are cut, and it really is harder. I don't know. Sony's a billion, damn near $1 trillion company. They could figure it out. Some of their highest revenue within Sony as a giant corporation comes from PlayStation. At this point, they could figure out supply and demand issues. And even if it costs them a little more, whatever. They lose money on every console. Yeah, I know. But, even still, the games and all that shit are just, once again, not there for it. So, I don't know. All right, give me another topic. What do we got? Or a Google article.
Oh, we got Google articles? All right, so we got one of the Google articles that you know about is Virgil.
Oh yeah, more than obviously it's sad that the man passed away. He was obviously an influential person and designer of all different shit. The thing with Virgil is he worked with a lot of different shit. Like he did a G-Wagon for Mercedes, obviously the Off-White brand and the Off-White sneakers with Nike, being ahead at Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and be like, I knew the guy and I was the biggest fan of him. I didn't own any Off-White anything, but I respect him, especially the Louis Vuitton. I always said, him modernizing Louis Vuitton was kind of cool. Like I go to the Louis Vuitton boutique a lot, and I definitely see whether it's the NBA collaborations or just they kind of brought it to a different generation without compromising the quality of the brand. So I respect them for that. Apparently he had a rare form of cancer. That's the scary shit about all these things. Like a lot of people, the gentleman from Black Panther died of cancer as well, right? Right, didn't he? Yeah. So I mean, cancer is serious shit, bro. It seems like no matter what, Steve Jobs, like, we joke around with the Kanye West line with Magic Johnson about him and a cure for AIDS and all the broke motherfuckers passed away. That whole thing in that song Roses is true, but it seems like cancer, like cancer seems to be really a prevalent thing. Like I heard like some shit about like 1 in 3 people in life get cancer or are affected by it or something. Like that's crazy, bro. And I don't know if there's then we get into the conspiracy about, is there a cure for things like that? Or because isn't it more beneficial to medical companies and things to keep people sick so that they can provide medicine that makes billions of dollars? That's this ever evolving cycle to keep you medicated but not cured. I'm not a doctor. I know I look like one. I'm not a doctor. And I don't really have any right to speak on the technicalities of how do you cure cancer and stuff. I just feel like whether it's natural remedies or I don't know. I don't know. But I feel bad, and the man passed away, and obviously the outpouring of support online, I saw that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just sad. I don't know. What do we got? More
rest in peace, Virgil, right?
To Virgil, yes. Virgil Abloh.
Well, all his sneakers are going up.
Well, I'm sure that was the other thing I was going to speak about. I do know that when somebody passes away, specifically a fashion icon of a sort, the price of their stuff is going to go up, and it's a natural thing. I'm not mad at anybody's resellers or whatever. It is what it is. But it's sad. It's sad, and it's always sad when people, in a certain way, capitalize off someone's death. If somebody now just decides to sell all their Off-White shit because he died, it's like, when Kobe died, there were some people doing that too. Every once in a while, I like to remind myself that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident, along with his daughter and multiple other people. Isn't that weird that happened? Like Kobe Bryant, bro. Kobe fucking Bryant died in a helicopter crash. Sometimes I think about that. Every once in a while it hits me because I have those Kobe sneakers over there. And I always like, damn, like, yo, Kobe is not around. No more all-star games. No more he could have been an analyst or his other big adventures in business. And like, it seemed like he was a pretty good dude. Like, why did he die in a helicopter crash? Sometimes I think about deeper shit than that. Like, really, like, what's really going on here? Why would he die? And is it just a numbers game? Is it a... I'm not saying he was a perfect person and he should be able to dodge death at anything. Like, he may have had his own indiscretions in life that he went through, whatever. But somebody who's that more or less positively influential and just dies in a helicopter crash like that, along with all those other families that were in there in that way, like his daughter's in there with them. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I guess this is the weird. These are questions of life, though. It's a little deep, I understand, but it is a weird thing. I don't understand. I don't think we're meant to understand that. Who knows? Guess we'll find out on the other side. Sketchy. All right, Doyle. Any more Google articles or topic suggestions?
Yeah, we got another Google article. Michael Jackson's Thriller came out today.
How many years?
It's the anniversary.
30. Thriller was what? Late 80s? Or
1982.
82, I'm sorry. Damn, it was before I was born, Thriller. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Of course, the iconic music video. That video was awesome. That video really... I mean, what a production that video was. And they shot that thing like a movie in a time that they weren't shooting music videos quite yet like that. You know, and then, you know, it's funny that you bring up Thriller and we're talking about the video. A few days ago, me and my girlfriend, because we were talking about Janet Jackson, and we're talking about the Scream video. Remember Scream? That video was dope. I thought it was amazing. She liked it too, but I know a lot of people hated on it, but the aesthetics of that video, the color tone and the futuristic look. I remember at the time that was a whatever multi-million-dollar video. It was a huge thing. But Thriller. Now you mean that you were talking about the album though, the full album Thriller. Yeah. Because there's obviously there's other classics on the album besides the title track, but I just think when I think Thriller, obviously I'm thinking of the video and the sketchy laugh at the end of the video.
I mean, even now it's in 2020 it sold 150,000.
Wow.
You know.
I think Thriller is one of the highest selling albums of all time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it says it's been estimated for 100 million.
Wow. So that's going diamond 10 times, and we're talking about an era of physical music. Nowadays, you know, fuck out of here, 100 million, who cares? The streams and all that bullshit. No. I know not all 100 million of those purchases were physical, but even if half of them were, which it's more than half, you're talking about 50 million times somebody scanned a Michael Jackson, one of those albums. 50 million. A tape, a cassette, a CD. I don't think they had an 8-track of that. What do you got? You got a message? Pokemon Go. I knew it.
It came up.
What was it? You have to tell the people what it was.
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz? That's terrible.
Auschwitz.
Oh,
It's
what is that?
a baby seal Pokemon.
I was thinking of an internment camp from Nazi
Or a sea
Germany.
turtle.
Not good. A sea turtle?
It's a little scallop Pokemon.
Yeah. Though you got to not play Pokemon Go while we're talking about shit on the podcast. That's the nicest way I can frame it. I've yelled at you. I've threatened your life. Now I'm trying to say it nice. I'm trying to figure out which way is the best way.
He just appeared.
It's a wild Pokemon. All right, whatever, man. I hope you catch it, and I hope you get your points, and then you and your friends could talk about it later. Give me another topic or a thing.
What was the best song in Thriller, though?
I mean, I'm a title track guy. I already told you that. But I know that's not, you know. Give me another topic.
Oh, another article?
Yeah, give me an article.
All right, one more. That's it. All right, so we got Spidey purchases. If you buy a movie ticket from Spidey, you have a chance to get an NFT. They're
okay. Now
giving out 87,000 NFTs.
And it's an image of Spider-Man, and that's official from Marvel, huh?
Yeah. AMC and Marvel.
So
yeah.
I could see that being valuable. You see what I mean? If I created a Spider-Man NFT, I'm not understanding how it would get to a point of prominence or be valuable. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, okay, so 87,000 of them. Once again, I'm still not understanding. So there's 87,000 images of Spider-Man out there. They're all the same, right? Is that how it works? They're identical? I don't get it. Once again, I'm thinking of the money side. How do you monetize that?
Well, you keep it until you want to sell it.
I just don't get who buys it and why they buy it.
Or you go for bids. Blind bids.
Do they sell NFTs on eBay? Is that a thing? I mean, I haven't looked into it. I'm just asking. I mean, I assume NFTs are being sold. eBay would be a good spot, no?
I think they have their own marketplace like Coinbase for crypto.
That's how you buy NFTs?
Yeah.
Wait, can you buy NFTs with real money or you have to use crypto? Is that the thing? I'm just confused about all this. I don't know. I just buy shit regularly. I'm not understanding. But, you know, at the same time, though, if this is a serious thing, I don't want to fall behind the 8 ball here. I got to start learning about these old NFTs here. I don't really care about no cryptocurrency. I'll tell you that much. But the NFT thing seems like it could be something. I said that last podcast, and I've done no research in between. But I do think about it every once in a while. So 87,000 up for Spider-Man now. The Spider-Man movie comes out when? Christmas?
Yeah.
And the tickets are selling like crazy, right? Didn't they put them up for pre-order and stuff?
Yeah.
People go ham on that.
Well, on the first day, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I want to see it, but I might just stay home and watch it. I don't know. Although I will say that if you can go to like an IMAX theater and watch it, it would be pretty cool. That's a movie you would want to watch. And they also said that your boy, they signed him for 3 more Spider-Man movies.
Well, that's Future Pass said that.
No, I just saw an article. That said the homeboy, what's his name?
Andrew Garfield?
I don't know if it was him or the other guy. They signed up for 3 more Spider-Man movies. So, but I mean, that makes sense. I mean, who knows? What is that over the next 10 years? I am excited, though, for this new Spider-Man. I wasn't excited for the other ones. This one I'm excited for.
You gonna see it on the first night?
The homecoming thing and all that shit, I don't fuck with that. You know, I don't fuck with Miles Morales. I get hated on for that. I know. It's funny, right? You had him on your shirt yesterday. My girlfriend's like, oh, Miles Morales. I like him.
Where you get the shoes?
And then I have these sneakers. Yeah, I know. They're his shoes. They're not mine. They're Jordan 1. All right, what else? We got a topic suggestion? What we got?
All right, we gotta switch it up to topics. All right, so we got Lil Fat TY or Lil Fat Ty.
Whoa, easy.
What is your favorite controller of all time?
The Wu-Tang controller? No, definitely not the most, comfortable controller to use. Ergonomic would be the word I was looking for. But, you know what's funny? I like the OG PlayStation controller. A little bit of nostalgia mixed in with there. I don't think functionally it's the best controller ever. Just the feel of it. And I'm talking about the PS1, not PS2. Because it's lighter. It just feels good. I don't know. I like that controller. I also like the just the red button Sega Genesis 3-button controller. I think that's dope. I mean, the 6-button is cool too. You like the Sega Saturn 3D controller. It looks like the Starship Enterprise if you hold it to the side. That's not a very ergonomic controller either. Although I think functionally, it was really hard to beat the format of the Xbox controller. Controller S, I understand the Duke was huge, but once they narrowed it down to the S, and then they did like when 360 came out, that 360 Elite controller, the all black one, that thing was like, damn, the comfort. It definitely was better than the PS2 DualShock and the PS3, because PS3 or PlayStation in general, up until now, hasn't really changed their controller. The PS5 controller is phenomenal. I think it feels good. But I like all black. I want an all black PlayStation 5. I don't like the white, the Stormtrooper-ish look to it. It looks unfinished and weird. But I've seen it in all black. It looks awesome. But I was looking at the Elite Series 2 controller is probably the most comfortable. Although, I like some of the Scuff and the other premium controllers as well. That's on the new side, the old school shit. I could say obscure shit like the 3DO controller or something like that, which actually is a good controller. And the cord on it, that's what you call the magic trick, remember? Because the cord is like 12 feet long, which is a fail of like the TurboGrafx controller. The cord was mad short on that thing. I always hated that. I'm like, why is this thing 2 feet long? It was like when they did the NES Classic, remember? The controller was so short, people were pissed. And then you had to buy an extension. That was ridiculous. But then they fixed it on the next one, right? Then they made it a little longer on the SNES. We haven't heard about those in a minute. Like a new mini or classic system coming out. 64.
They're doing the online shit. They got smart.
Oh, is that what it is? That makes sense. So Nintendo specifically, they're just releasing you're right, because the 64 games came out. Because remember last summer, they applied for a patent for the controller again. And everyone was led to believe, oh, this must be for the classic. I mean, and I had some people that I know that work in the industry tell me, Nintendo, maybe COVID stopped it, I don't know. But I was looking forward to an N64 Classic. And then, of course, the natural progression from there would be GameCube Classic. But not to say Nintendo can't do it. They have the capabilities of doing anything. But then, because we're waiting for a Dreamcast Classic, then we want the PS2 Classic, which would be my number one requested classic system. If they could bring out a PS2, a little baby mini one, fire. Put Sons of Liberty on there. Put Gran Turismo 4 on there. Some Final Fantasies. But it's not going to happen, though. I don't think so. I think anything they do from now is just going to be digital. I think for real now, we're looking into by next gen consoles for sure, I think physical media is dead. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I'm like, from a company's perspective, what would be the point? money wise, and these motherfuckers are charging the same amount, if not more, for fucking digital games. Like, you got to make these games $40, $39.99 premium game price now. If I only got the cover and no insert, no nothing when I pay full price. Now you're gonna charge me the same for physically nothing, and there's no trade-in value on a digital game. So trading games is dead, huh? It's over. All right? I think it's something we're going to have to deal with. Now, I don't have a problem with it. I always download my games digital on the new side of things. You know, the old school shit, I prefer the physical, but I think it's imminent. Nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. All right, what do we got? Another topic?
All right, we got 3 more. That's it.
All right.
Getting down to the wire. All right, so what do we got here? We got, your boy Poop Diaz. He got any Black Friday pickups?
You know what's crazy is I went out on Black Friday, right? Not because I was looking for deals. I was looking to go shopping anyway, and it just lined up that way. I had a nice Thanksgiving the night before, and I was gonna go. You know, I like to treat the girlfriend every once in a while. I get her something nice, and I decided to go out that day. And all I remember was I go down to the fancy mall that I like. Well, I had just had a giant cup of iced coffee and had to take a piss really bad. I'm like, yeah, I'll go to the mall, I'll go right in. The first thing I'll do is go to the bathroom, no big deal. Bro, I almost had to piss in my coffee cup in my car. You know why? Forgot it was Black Friday, went to get off the parkway. It took 40 minutes to get off the off-ramp to get into the parking lot at Millennia. If anyone knows what Millennia is, it's a giant shopping center and also has the Millennia Mall. That place is packed crazy on a normal Tuesday. Forgot it was Black Friday. Bro, I've never had to piss so bad in my life. I looked at that coffee cup 15 times and I'm like, I'm just going to piss in it. And not to say that that's the craziest thing ever, but it'd be like Dumb and Dumber. I would have filled that shit up, and then I was running all kind of scenarios in my head, bro. I'm thinking about it now. It was bad. But anyway, I didn't get anything. I went to one of the high-end boutiques, bought my girlfriend something nice, there's no deals in the. You're not getting money off at Chanel. It's just the prices are the prices. The mall was so packed anyway. I just got there and left. But I don't even know. Is there any good deals, Doyle? Give me a good deal that was on Black Friday that might have been worth it to you. You're in the electronics industry, so that's usually where the sales are.
It was a TV 70-inch for $500 or $600.
Wow.
70-inch.
Somebody put an advertisement up the other day from I don't remember what retailer it was, but they had like in the late 90s when HD TV first came out, and there were the big projection style TVs. Panasonic on sale, $6,400, and it was a 50-inch or a 56-inch. You know, you remember plasma TVs. A 50-inch plasma was like $8,000, $10,000, and then 4 years later, it's like $600. TV technology is, 8K is the next one up, right? They got 8K now.
Yeah.
And but you get like a 65-inch 8K TV, and that's the highest of highest end. What are you talking about? $4,500? How much is it?
Well, you got an 85-inch.
Well, that's 85. Now we're getting crazy though. That's huge.
That's 8,000.
Okay, it's 8,000. But you used to get a 50-inch plasma with 720p max for the same price. Samsung, solid glass, reflective ass screen. You can't see anything. They run 1,000,000 degrees and they get burned in and then they burn out no matter what. You still remember the OG, the best TV ever though. Pioneer Elite. Remember those? Those were, if anyone knows TVs, they know about the Pioneer Elite. I would still rock one of those today. I would honestly say that those black levels hold up to high-end TVs today. I know the resolution can, because they maxed out at 1080 on those. They never made a 4K Pioneer Elite. They never made anything above 1080p on a plasma. So, but anyway, I bet you they still command a decent price now. The gas leaking or whatever happens though, this many years later, it might not work. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I know we just nerded out about TVs there for a second, but I still love the LG. It was giving me some problems. I think it needed a software update, but between that and my PlayStation, I had left my PS5. I went to look at it last night, realized that the rest mode orange light was on. I'm like, well, that's been on that way for at least 5 days because I haven't touched it. But I think a lot of people leave it, right? Do people do that?
Yeah.
Just leave it on rest mode, right? But it was giving me an issue where when it was turning on the TV, you know, they work with each other, but my TV just kept shutting off. And I thought the TV broke, and then it was telling me it needed a software update, and I was doing a software update, and then it turned off, and then it turned back on and said, yo, bro, don't turn me off when I'm doing an update. I'm like, I didn't do anything. You just keep fucking up. I'm like, what? Anyway, I believe it fixed itself, and we're back in the game. But, you know, you were the one who got me all this shit, so I immediately called you, and now my subwoofer doesn't work on my soundbar. So, you know, I'm listening to my Dead Mall music, and it's just a little flat. Although Dead Mall music sounds like that anyway.
Oh.
Vaporwave. But we're going to have to do some kind of test on that. I don't know what the deal is. We're going to have to test it up. I don't know. All right, give me one more topic suggestion, and we'll get out of here.
All right, so we got these two are almost the same. Doom Swayze and Fox Aaron Riders.
Okay.
We got have you heard the Rashid Campbell Marksman album? And then Fox says thoughts on LL Cool J going to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Ooh, nice ambient sound. That sounded like a Hellcat, possibly a Super Stock, which
we saw Lambo yesterday, right?
Yo, he's pissed. Yeah, that's definitely a Hellcat. Yeah, we saw a really crazy Lambo Aventador Super Veloce. That thing that sounded, you could tell that sound anywhere. It sounds like a fucking growling, whatever I described it as last night was perfect. It was like a T-Rex sound. It was crazy. And it echoes crazy through here. Anyway, I don't know the first artist that guy asked me about. The guy Campbell, whatever. I don't know who that is. I can't say I listened to the album. I have no idea who it is.
And XP the Marksman. XP the Marksman?
I'm not familiar. But LL Cool J obviously deserves it. But now, why did it take so long for LL Cool J to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why am I crazy and think that he's been in there for 10 years?
Because he hasn't retired yet. He just retired, I think, recently.
I sit alone in my room and just stare at the wall. Yeah. You know, I like LL Cool J. You know, I like Around the Way Girl. Because it's got the little New York fucking vibe to it. It's got the New York sample in there.
Yeah, but then you shut it off.
I know. I just want to hear that part. Yeah. I want a girl with extensions in her hair. Yeah. No, I like LL. Bro, and then LL, he brought it into the 90s. So he went from the 80s and came in smooth transition in the 90s. You know, LL got labeled as making songs for the bitches, which he did. But LL Cool J obviously could really, he's a legitimate lyricist. Now, as time progressed on, he got a little more into the club songs, you know, Big L, Big Sele. I don't really with all that, but I understand it was with the time. But like Hey Lover and shit, yeah, bro. That was the smooth shit, bro. Last week I saw you at the mall.
What about Mama Said Knock You Out?
Mama Said Knock You Out. Remember we got into the battle with Cannabis? And then Cannabis did second round knockout with Mike Tyson on the track? Yo, Cannabis, I mean, dude, that was a good battle. I mean, he was talking about, what did he say? Cannabis was something about taking he on what was the name of that song they were all on together? Cannabis was talking about the microphone on LL Cool J's arm, and he takes it off and transforms it to a bomb. Yeah, because Cannabis used to get into all kind of technical solar flares, and you know he was into all that shit, which I appreciated. But then he fell off and he got weird. And then I told you when he did the rap battle and he needed the notepad, I was like, I can't respect Cannabis anymore. But LL Cool J, he got into other beefs too, actually. But I respect him. He made great music for decades, and he, you know, never mind LL Cool J is fucking in countless movies and TV shows. What is he on now? He's an NCIS guy, right? He's been on that show, just like Ice-T.
Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea. I watched that recently, actually. Yeah, he was the cook.
With J-Lo, right?
J-Lo's in Deep Blue Sea? Or are you thinking of Anaconda? Maybe J-Lo wasn't there. Just ask my girlfriend, she'll tell you. She's obsessed with J-Lo. I mean, literally... I mean, we call her J-Lo. And she's got a J-Lo vibe to her. Minus the $300 million. Other than that, J-Lo all the way.
Samuel L. Jackson was in it too, right? Or no?
In Anaconda.
No, in
Deep Blue Sea. Why, how am I blanking out on this? I believe he was, because it sounds like a movie he was in.
And the shark ate him.
God damn it. Yeah, he did get eaten. He made it almost to the end.
He made an inspirational speech.
That's exactly right. He was like, we got to get the fuck out of here. Whatever he was doing. And then the shark just came, and that shark, the CGI on that shark was rough. It did not. I mean, you know, what was I watching? I was just telling you I was watching the Alien movies. When it was Alien 3, some of the CGI was really bad. But you know what? CGI kind of held up another movie that was so well written and really funny that me and the girl watched the other night was Michael Keaton, Multiplicity. Do you remember that movie? I completely forgot, where Michael Keaton clones himself mad times. He's trying to make his life better, but it ends up making it worse. And he gets more of the rough around the edges version of himself. Then he gets the kind of suspect on the sexuality. It was like they hinted at it, but they didn't. And my girl's like, no, that's the gay version of him. And I'm like, this is but the writing was so well done. It really, and back then they were trying to, put him on screen. You could see where like the cutout was. Like you could see the CGI, but I mean, that's the best that they could do back then. But it was really well done. Anyway, that was a random Michael Keaton movie that I completely forgot about. I believe it came out in 1996. I believe. But yeah, back to LL Cool J. Congratulations, you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame down there in Canton, Ohio. Is that correct? Or is it that's the NFL Hall of Fame? Where is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame again? Look that up, Doyle.
Nashville, Tennessee, right?
It should be, because that's a music town. I believe Canton, Ohio is the NFL Hall of Fame, which I would like to go to, actually. It would probably be dope to go to some of these spots, especially the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They probably have some of the sickest memorabilia ever.
Cleveland, Ohio.
It's Cleveland, so it is Ohio. So wait a second. So Canton, Ohio has the NFL, and then Cleveland has the Rock and Roll? So there's two big Hall of Fames in good old Cleveland? If that's the case, I respect Cleveland. All right, Doyle, is there any wisdom you'd like to impart on the people as we exit the show?
I just seen cash rules everything around me.
Okay, well that's wisdom. I'll give it to you, even though it's right here. But I'll let you go, because cash does rule everything around everything. So this will always be relevant, which is why it's a classic forever. And I do appreciate the gift. It is very nice, and we're gonna have to put it on the turntable so I can prove to you that it plays.
Well, that was good. That was my first wisdom. Be thankful.
Okay, be thankful, and then cash rules everything around me. I could see how the two come together. It makes sense. Keep a lookout, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a new podcast dropping soon, and we're still going to keep this one, but we're going to start a Patreon page, in which case you will see the merch up. You will see some other things going up. We hope to see you there. We hope that you support us. And until next time, peace.